Right now, you're radiating energy that's either pulling people toward you or pushing them away. Your thoughts have frequency, your emotions have a signal, and everyone around you can feel it, whether you realize it or not. So, what energy are you sending out right now? Well, in today's episode, we're going to dive into three powerful things that will shift the way that you move through your day. First, why choice is the most powerful spiritual tool that you have. Second, how your energy silently affects both your life and others every single day. And third, why you're already deeply worthy just as you are. And stick around because when you really understand these, your energy shifts, and so does your life. Now, let's take a moment and talk about what's really at stake here. When you understand how choice is your superpower, you step into empowered awareness. You stop reacting unconsciously and start responding from your soul. You feel more peace, more grounded, more connected. Your relationships deepen because your energy shifts. But if you ignore this, you wind up staying on autopilot. You keep radiating stress without knowing it. You miss the joy that's available right now. And you kind of feel like life is just happening to you instead of through you. And the difference is in what you choose, starting right now. Hey there, and welcome to Spirits Beside Us, where spiritual seekers connect with the other side without fear, without doubt, and without going it alone. I'm Chris Lippincott, international medium, best-selling author, and your guide to raising your vibration, trusting your inner guidance, and feeling the presence of spirit. If you feel that you're getting something beneficial from these episodes, be sure to follow this channel. So let's dive in because if Spirit's been trying to reach you, it's high time that you finally knew about it. Every moment in your life is really a moment of choice, even if you're unaware of it. Each choice that you make, whether it's positive or negative, sends out a vibration. And while your energy may be invisible, its impact can be measured. See, these choices shape your energy, your life, your direction, and your impact on other people, often in ways that you just can't see. So let's start with a simple idea. Imagine dropping a pebble in still water and seeing the ripples radiate outwards. The ripples spread out in every direction. One tiny action creates movement across the whole surface. And every choice that you make is like dropping a stone in that water. The ripples just spread outward into your future, into your relationships, into every space you enter. Now, let me prove this to you. Close your eyes with me right now. Think of someone who frustrated you recently, maybe in traffic, maybe in ignoring text, some judgment. And notice that tension. Feel your jaw, your chest. That's real energy you broadcast. Now release that and breathe. Think of deep love, a moment of connection, a sunset, your pet, a loved family member. You feel the shift in your body? See, that frequency is what you're radiating all day, whether you know it or not. You just consciously changed your vibration in a mere 30 seconds. That's the power we're talking about. And you see, most people have zero idea they're doing this constantly. So, what kind of ripples have you been sending out lately? What kind of energy are you putting out into the world? And what are you putting into your own life path? So, let's talk about choice here. Choice is the most powerful spiritual tool that you've got. And most people don't even realize that they're using it all day long, every day. And you're always choosing, even when you think that you're not. You choose what to focus on. You choose how to respond. You choose whether to lean into judgment or compassion. You choose whether to react or pause. Your choices aren't just shaping what happens next, they're shaping your energetic field, the direction of your life, the way others see you. And your energy shapes your own identity. You become who you are through repetition of energetic choices. So let me give you a real example, personal. See, not long ago, I was out to dinner with my wife. The server we had, well, she was kind of struggling. She had difficulty unsealing the wine bottle. She broke the wine cork, and while opening the wine, she wound up, spilling while she was pouring it. Everything just felt off. And I'll admit, my ego started to judge her. I didn't say anything, but inside, I was criticizing. I was annoyed. I was building a case. And when the server walked away from our table, I just leaned over and made a sarcastic comment to my wife. And immediately I felt it. I felt my energy drop and became aware that my judgment had created a field of negative energy that not only impacted me, but had radiated toward her, even if she never even heard a word. I felt the disconnect I'd created, and I realized something powerful. Even though I didn't say anything directly to the server, the energy that I was putting out was definitely affecting her, even though I couldn't see it. I'm sure she could feel it. See, that one choice, just a silent judgment followed by a sarcastic comment, shifted the energy in the room. I felt worse, and I'm sure she did too. And that was on me. And that was a wake up call. That moment reminded me I'm always choosing, and my choices shape my energy, and my energy affects other people. Now, sometimes the choices we make aren't so obvious. See, they're the tiny ones, the ones that we make on autopilot, the ones we don't even realize that we're making. Like choosing to stay distracted instead of being present, like choosing to react from habit rather than from conscious awareness, like choosing to push down our feelings instead of sitting with them, like choosing to scroll through our phones instead of connecting with someone that we love. But all of those are choices, and every one of them is shaping something: your future, your energy, your identity. And not choosing is still making a choice. And sometimes those passive choices do more harm than we even realize. So let me ask you, what small choices are you making or not making without even realizing that they're leading your life somewhere, perhaps where you don't want to go? Now let's dig a little deeper. Your energy isn't just your own, it's part of a larger field. See, what you carry inside gets felt outside by everyone around you. And this isn't just spiritual talk. You see, science is actually catching up. In fact, there is a study from the Harvard Medical School that showed something fascinating. When a calm person enters a room, they can actually lower the heart rate and blood pressure of the people around them without saying a word. Does that sound familiar with my example at the restaurant a second ago? Now think about that. Your presence alone changes the other people's bodies. Their nervous systems are responding to your energy. Your thoughts and emotions create a frequency that others feel. That frequency becomes your own energetic signature. And the same goes the other way. If someone, anxious or angry walks in, everybody tenses up. You can feel it in your chest. Your energy has that same power. And it's not just about the external, you're affected by your own energy too. You're literally living inside the field that you create. If your thoughts are filled with resentment or judgment or fear, that's the air that you're breathing. That's the tone of your nervous system. It doesn't feel good because it's not aligned with your spirit, and you begin to feel heavy, negative, bleh. But if your thoughts are grounded, kind, loving, that field is different. It creates peace. It opens the space for joy. It invites connection. Your energy doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be conscious. You're not just a passive being absorbing energy. You're actually an emitter. And what you send, you live in it. So here's a question. What kind of energetic impact do you think you've had on the people around you today? And maybe more importantly, how has your energy been affecting you? All right. Now here's where it all comes together. Because once you realize that your choices shape your energy and your energy affects the world, you might start to feel just a little bit of pressure. You might start to think, oh, great, now I've got to manage my energy perfectly every second of every day. But I want you to hear me clearly on this one. You are already deeply loved. You are already worthy, not because of what you do, not because of how you spiritually act, not because of the choices you make. You are loved just because you exist. You don't have to earn your place here. You're already seen as a perfect spiritual being. And remember, You are a spiritual being having a human experience, not a human being having a spiritual experience. So you don't have to prove anything to spirit or to source or to the universe or anything. That love isn't human love. It's unconditional. It's complete and total because you are a soul, eternal, whole, and fully accepted as your true essence. You don't have to try to be worthy. It's your default state. You're not a human role or a persona. You're not your job. You're not your mistakes. You're not your story. Those are just the costumes you wear. You are the light inside the costume. And when you remember that, everything changes. You stop trying to control every moment. You stop trying to get it right. You stop trying to earn your way into worthiness. You start choosing from alignment, not fear. You start responding from love, not insecurity. You start trusting your own spiritual guidance, not just reacting from old patterns and habits. And that's when your energy shifts. That's when your vibration rises. And that's when the real spiritual awakening begins. Once you know you're already worthy and already loved, your only job is to show up fully as the soul that you came here to be. So let me ask you this. What would change if you truly believed that you are already enough? And now that you understand your choices create energy and your energy affects others, and that you are deeply loved, there's one more question to ask. How do you actually live this in your everyday life? How do you remember it when the day gets hard? Because it will. How do you come back to your spirit when the world is pulling you away? That's what I want to help you with. To support you in staying grounded and present and energetically aligned, I created a free guided meditation just for you. It helps you return to your calm and peace. And you can download it at Montclair Medium/free meditation. It'll help you get centered, reconnect to source, and raise your vibration so you can begin to feel more peace, more clarity, and more of your spirit guide's presence. And if you want to go even deeper, listen to the episode, How to Connect with Your Spirit Guides. There, I show you how to hear more about your path from your own guides. And if you feel that you've gotten something beneficial today, be sure to follow the channel so that you never miss another episode. And keep raising your vibration and spiritual awareness. Love and light. This is Chris.